Stick around to the end of the video for some special news on these little guys. I just received my last college decision 2 days ago on my birthday, so I thought this was the perfect occasion to discuss how I chose the college that I did and factors that went into that decision, including my own introversion. Because I'm sure that if you're watching this, you understand that the choice is not easy to make, not only because you'll spend a good portion of the next few years of your life there, but also because the college or university that you select will help you set up a trajectory for your career and ultimately your life. I'm sorry if that terrifies you like it terrifies me, but at least in my own eyes, it's true. The decisions that you make at a college or university are some of the first decisions that you make as a young adult, and some of the most important. And it's likely that those decisions will be influenced by the people you surround yourself with, the activities you decide to take part in, and the education you receive. If you believe in personality types, I am absolutely an introvert, and various online tests have labeled me an INTJ and Hufflepuff/Ravenclaw mixture. If you didn't leave after that last sentence, see me sitting here in my Undertale t-shirt, and my credibility has not yet dropped below 0, we understand each other, and this video is for you. So let's jump in. The first, and in my opinion, the most important factor that I analyzed is the culture at each of the colleges I was looking into. It's hard to come up with a one-line description of a college's culture, and that's because most colleges do have some diversity in culture. It's natural to want to surround ourselves with like-minded individuals, but it's also dangerous. I believe we need to expose ourselves to alternate viewpoints in order to develop as people. As an introvert, though, I do find it hard to sort of meet new people and engage with those new viewpoints. So with my own decision, I chose a college that had both. I made sure that it would be easy to find my people there, but there's also a good amount of distinction between my own viewpoints and viewpoints that I expect to find there. Now that doesn't mean I'm particularly interested in jumping into the party scene or sports, because I'm really not. That just wasn't something that was particularly important to me. But maybe I can open myself up to some college spirit or try to get a feel for something that I wouldn't ordinarily engage in. I plan to encourage myself to join clubs and really put myself out there more than I have in high school. If you're trying to get a feeling for a college's culture, I recommend niche.com. It's totally one of those spammy websites that'll send you loads of emails about colleges that are interested in you, but it does give you access to some really cool crowdsourced polls and other information about colleges' cultures. I also recommend reading up on the college's websites. This is something you'll hear me say a lot in this video, but visiting a college's website is important to learning about its culture. Things that they advocate for and discuss most on their website are probably the things that they place the most value in. And that does extend over to the student body. Personally, I'd much rather learn about colleges from home if I can, hence the previous 2 resources, but it's also very important to put yourself out there and learn about the college by visiting them, and that'll help you learn about the college's culture through the people that you interact with on your trip. I ultimately chose a college that had a culture generally focused with academics and learning, which is the next thing that I wanted to talk about. The reason most of us go to college is to learn and prepare ourselves for the real world and our careers, so it makes a lot of sense that we look very seriously at a college's academics. Personally, I love learning. I don't always like school, #relatable content, but a good amount of my free time is spent engaging with my many ever-changing hobbies. For example, I'm pretty confident that I want to learn about environmental studies in college, so this is a program that I was specifically looking for on my search. But because I also have a very wide range of interests, as many of us do, I also wanted to look for more diversity in my learning. Both because I know I can't trust myself to stay extremely focused in one area, and I also just want to learn about more topics than one if I have the opportunity to. Beyond the practical side of learning for a particular career or future, learning is probably the one constant hobby that I have. So it was very important to me that a college had a specific program I was very enthusiastic about and was planning on working in for life, but I was also looking for a general focus in academics beyond a particular interest. Another thing you'll want to consider is a college's location. Where are the colleges and universities you're looking into located? I wanted a college with a lot to do in the close vicinity, because even though I'm an introvert, I do feel cooped up if I stay inside for too long. So I made sure the college I chose had plenty of activities within biking distance. Things like food, restaurants, parks, beaches, and views and stores. Additionally, I wanted to stay pretty close to family, so I tried to pick a college within 2 hours from home. The last thing you'll want to analyze is where students go immediately after graduation. Do they get jobs in their fields immediately? Do they go on to graduate school? Do they graduate? These are super important questions to ask yourself about the colleges and universities you're considering. Most colleges and universities are quick to brag about these kinds of statistics, so you can probably find them on their website. Personally, I wanted to go to a college that could send students to graduate school, just because I wanted to leave that window open for my own future. Let me know what kinds of things you're looking for in your college search, and maybe you'll be able to help some other people out as well. As for these guys, I want you, my people, to name them. This one is a split rock succulent, and this one is a baby toes succulent. I really like the names and visual attributes of the species, but maybe you'll find some other way to name them also. Neither plant needs much water, and both like direct sunlight, if that helps. Both are also flowering plants. You can see this one's got one now. But the split rock, it doesn't really bloom that much, but it'll come out actually right in the middle here. I probably can show you here. Right between the two split rock halves, that's where the flower or blossom will come out of that one. I've only really done a quick internet search of each of them, so I definitely need to do some more research before I really call myself a good plant papa. So yeah, give me some ideas down in the comment section below, and maybe I'll make a poll or something. If you're new here, welcome. This is the part of the video where I share my favorite song of the week. Was that corny? Anyway, this week's is The Spine featuring Ashley Barrett from the Transistor game soundtrack. I really love Ashley's voice in the song. It's been my go-to game soundtrack for a few days now. Definitely check it out. There will be a clip at the end of the video, a link in the description, and you can also find the song in my Spotify playlist, which will also be linked in the description. I hope this video has helped you with your own college decision. It's a big deal, but try not to stress out about it too much. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Or maybe you already have. Alright, bye guys.